Long before birds crossed the sky, something stranger ruled the air. It had no feathers, no bones, no warm blood. It was an insect. Meet Meganeura, one of the largest flying insects ever discovered. Its wingspan reached around 70 centimeters, large enough to shock anyone alive today. It lived roughly 300 million years ago, during the late Carboniferous period. Earth then was almost unrecognizable. Much of the land was covered in swamp forest. Giant ferns rose like walls. Horsetails stood taller than people. Wet ground swallowed footsteps. Mist hung over dark water. The air itself was different. Oxygen levels were far higher than today. Every breath carried more fuel for life. That changed the size of animals dramatically. Millipedes became enormous crawlers. Sea scorpions grew into armored hunters. And above them all, Meganeura hunted from the sky. There were no birds to challenge it, no bats at dusk, no fast aerial rivals. The skies were almost empty. In that forgotten world, an insect became an apex hunter. Meganeura is often called a giant dragonfly. That description is useful but incomplete. It was not a modern dragonfly species. It came from an older branch of insect evolution. Scientists group it with griffinfly relatives. They looked similar to dragonflies, but they were built differently and lived in a very different world. Its body was longer and heavier. Its thorax powered 4 large wings. Its abdomen helped balance the body in flight. Everything served movement and hunting. The wings were extraordinary. They were crossed with dense veins. These veins acted like internal supports. Large wings need strength to resist twisting. Modern insects often use lighter structures. Meganeura needed reinforcement. Too much flex would waste energy. Too little flex could snap a wing. Its head carried giant compound eyes. Each eye contained thousands of lenses. Together they formed a wide mosaic view. Movement could be detected almost instantly. Its mouth held strong mandibles. Its legs carried gripping spines. Once prey entered reach, escape became unlikely. From far away, it may have looked elegant. Up close, it was precision weaponry. The next mystery is flight. How does an insect this large stay airborne? Modern dragonflies are masters of agility. They hover, turn sharply, and reverse direction. Meganeura was likely different. Size changes the rules of movement. Its wings probably beat slower, but each stroke moved more air. Its flight may have mixed flapping and gliding. Power followed by efficient cruising. The Carboniferous atmosphere likely helped. Denser air increases lift. That benefits broad wings greatly. Large bodies become easier to carry. Its long wingspan also improved stability. That matters during patrol flights. A predator cannot waste energy constantly. It must hunt intelligently. Meganeura likely used routes, flying the same productive zones repeatedly, over pools, reeds, and forest edges, watching for movement below. When prey appeared, speed mattered. It could dive or intercept rapidly, not random motion, calculated attack angles. It may not have darted like tiny insects, but it likely flew with force and control, less like a gnat, more like a living aircraft. Imagine hearing wings that large overhead, then seeing the shadow pass below. Meganeura was dangerous before it could fly. Its life likely began in water. Like modern dragonflies, it probably hatched near wetlands. Its young form was aquatic. A larva lived below the surface. There it hunted smaller animals. Modern dragonfly larvae are ambush predators. They hide among mud and plants, then strike with specialized mouthparts. Ancient relatives may have done the same. That means Meganeura may have hunted twice in life, first underwater, then in the sky. Few animals change roles so completely. When fully grown, the larva climbed upward onto reeds, bark, or roots. Its outer shell split open. An adult emerged slowly. Soft wings unfolded first, then hardened in the air. Now the water hunter became an aerial hunter. Transformation was complete. As an adult, Meganeura patrolled above swamps. Its eyes scanned constantly. Its front legs formed a catching basket. Modern dragonflies still use this design. Flying prey could be seized mid-air, then bitten immediately. Small prey was eaten quickly. Energy wasted means hunts lost. Some researchers suggest tiny amphibians were possible prey, especially near shallow pools. If movement exposed weakness, Meganeura likely noticed first. Why were ancient insects so large? The answer is not one reason. First came oxygen. Today, Earth holds about 21% oxygen. Carboniferous levels were much higher. Some estimates reach 30 to 35%. That matters because insects lack lungs. They breathe through spiracles and internal tubes. Oxygen moves directly through the body. Distance becomes a major limit. Large bodies are difficult under modern air. Tissues far from openings receive less oxygen. That restricts size, especially active flying size. Higher oxygen reduces that problem. Delivery becomes easier. Large muscles function better. Predatory flight becomes realistic, but oxygen alone explains only part. The skies were mostly open. No birds hunted insect predators. No bats competed after sunset. Open niches invite expansion. Food was abundant in swamp ecosystems. Large eyes improve detection. Large wings improve range. Size can also intimidate rivals. Even predators compete with each other. A larger hunter often wins space first. Meganeura benefited from all of it. In that era, being giant was not a weakness, it was an advantage. But no ecosystem stays the same forever. Earth began to shift again. Wet forests shrank in many places. Climate patterns changed. Stable swamps fragmented. Habitats became less predictable. Oxygen levels also declined. That hit giant insects hard. Large bodies became more costly to power. Flight demanded more effort. Smaller insects adapt faster. They need fewer resources. They mature quickly. Giants often decline first. Later, new aerial competitors appeared. Flying vertebrates would eventually dominate skies. The old age of insect rulers ended. Meganeura and its relatives vanished. Only fossils remained. Wing impressions preserved their structure. Stone remembered what flesh could not. Veins still mark ancient flight surfaces, yet its legacy never disappeared. Look closely at a modern dragonfly. The huge eyes remain. The sudden precision remains. What changed most was scale. Earth no longer makes them like that, but once, in heavy ancient air, insects ruled the sky. And if Meganeura crossed above you today, conversation would stop instantly. Not because it was a monster, because it was real.